It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And his first pass is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, Singletary. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They will run with Singletary. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Allen finding Brown for a Bills 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 8, Seahawks nothing.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 55 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Carson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. He'll find Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A gain there of 21 yards.
Buffalo Bills.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
49-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw again is Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. Here we go. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel like.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Taken down by
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They run for it with Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On second down now, Singletary, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 35.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he stopped immediately there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
22. Seahawks.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a